Do you know you can make this beautiful hand fan yourself? You can even turn it to a side hustle. That's if you are looking for a side hustle. So guys, in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to make this beautiful hand fan. These hand fan are mostly used by brides on their traditional marriage or Asoebi ladies that want to stand out. So if this is a tutorial you are interested in, please click on that like button, drop a comment for me in the comment section. If you want to share this video, please share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So guys, without wasting much time, let's get right into this tutorial. So guys, these are the material you will need. So first you will need your ashoke or any fabric you want to use as the background. Then you will need this alphabet sticker. I don't know the actual name, but I just call it alphabet sticker. You will need your trimmings. So this is the trimmings I'm using. I used to type, but this is just one. You will also need applique. So this is like a leftover applique, and these are tassels. You can customize this farm to your desired taste. So this is the gum, though I later use an hot gum glue, but I will recommend an ephostic gum, that shoemaker gum. So I will recommend that. You also need your carton. So it's carton I use to hold this together. So for this ashoke, this length is about 30 inches, and as you know, the ashoke is not as wide as this, so I joined half of this ashoke to the edge just like this to achieve this. So you will need about 45 inches length of your ashoke. So you cut 30 away, then the remaining 15 you divide it into two, then you add it to the edge. So this is the carton I'm using. This carton is not that thick, it is very flat, so that is why I'll be doubling the carton. So I'll be doubling the carton. So for the measurements I use, so this is my first time of making this fan, so I just decided to create the measurements I wanted. So just stick around and just keep watching. So I'll tell you the measurements I use. So firstly, I drew a straight line here, and for the height of the fan, I think I worked with 8 inches. So for the wideness, I'm working with, I first measured 5.5, and you know this is on fold, so I later increased it. Just keep watching to know the actual measurement I later used. So I used 8 here as the height, and for the wideness I used 5.5. So after connecting this, I noticed this was, the shape was not given, so I reshaped this. So I think I went down by half inch at this 8 inches part, so I'm using 7.5 inches there, and for the wideness I use 6. So that is 6 inches on fold, and for the height that's 8 inches. So when you open this, you should have 12 inches by 8 inches, and you know this is like a cycle. So this is what I have. So when you measure, you will have about, I think, 7.5 inches at this, at the, as the height, and for the wideness I think I have 12 inches. So let me measure again. Oh, this is 7.5, and this wideness here is 6. So you can, if this is not, if you are not satisfied with this, you can reduce it, and if this is too small, you can increase it. So like I said, I cut two of this, then I'm adding gum to just stick this together. Like I said earlier, I would recommend an ephostic gum, this gum that shoemaker use. So that one is more durable, that one will last. You know, this gum glue can be funny at times, it can just remove. So for it to be durable, you can just use that ephostic gum. I don't have that, that's why I opt for a hot gum glue. So this is the ashoke, the fabric we'll be using. So now first, for the first face of ashoke, you cut exactly the size of this carton. So you cut exactly the size of this carton. So that's what I will cut right now. So you place your carton on it like this, then you cut exactly the same size. So I'm looking at where the joining should be, that's why I'm just flipping this all over. So I want the joining to be at a good place, because I don't want it to just show anyhow on the hand fan. So that's why I'm being careful. So like I said, you cut exactly the shape of this hand fan, that is the carton. So that's what the first ashoke will be like. So now after that, I'll go ahead and just add gum to the edge to stick the ashoke to it. So be generous with your gum, and make sure it is still hot when you are attaching the Asoebi. So you attach the Asoebi just like this. So make sure it is sticking together properly. So this is what I have. So this side now it is covered. So for the other side, you'll be cutting Asoebi that is bigger than the first one, at least let's say 1 inch allowance all round, 1 inch allowance all round, because we'll be folding this on it. So let's say 1 inch allowance all round. So that's what you will cut. As you can see the difference between the first Asoebi and the second Asoebi I'm cutting. So this is what it looks like. So before you attach gum to it, I will advise you notch all these corners, especially these curved parts. Notch it so that when you want to fold, you can just be folding it gradually. So after that, the next thing I will do is to add gum to the edge. Please be generous about this. You know we are not adding gum to the back. You can also add gum to the back if you want to add gum, but be generous with your gum. As you can see what the notching is looking like, so it will make it easier for you to fold this Asoebi on it and for you to get that perfect curved shape, that semicircle shape. So when you notch, you'll be able to get the perfect shape. So you just keep adding your hot gum glue or any glue you are working with, then you keep folding it on it. I will advise that the folding should not be too much, especially if you are using a tiny applique. If you are using a tiny applique, don't make this folding. You see that my own is quite, I think it's like 1 inch. You can maybe reduce it to like ½ inch. I'm talking about the folding that is coming to the front of this hand fan. You can make sure you can just allow it to be smaller so that when you want to place your applique, it will be more easy. So you will understand this as we move on in this tutorial. So you just keep doing that like that. So for this straight part, so this one does not need notching. You know it is straight, so it will easily fold. And make sure as you are folding, you are making sure this is tight. There is no space there. It is fitted on the carton that we are using. So you keep gumming this down until you achieve a perfect result. So after sticking this down, this is what it looks like. So this is what the anthem is looking like. So this folding that I have on the top is quite too much. So I want to try and trim some Asoebi out, because the applique or the trimmings I planned to use before was a tiny one. So when I placed the trimmings on it, it was not covering this rough edge. So that was why I was saying that if you want to fold this on it, you can just allow it to be like ½ inch, not too wide like this, except you are using a big applique. So that was why I now changed my applique to a bigger size. So that bigger size was able to cover this rough edge. So this was a smaller one I wanted to use initially, but it was too small. It was not even covering this rough edge, and it is this rough edge we'll be designing. So it was not covering it at all, and it will not make your work look neat. So I changed it because I have another applique available, so I just changed this applique to a bigger one. Since this applique or trimming cannot work, so let me just bring the bigger one. So this is the bigger size, and as you can see that if I place this one on it, it will cover all those edges. So it will cover all these edges, so I'll be using this. So you generously apply this hot gum glue on the applique, then you fix it. Please be careful so that the gum does not make your work look rough. So be careful. So you keep applying the gum, then you keep fixing the trimmings. After you are done, you cut out the excess you have, and this is what the fan is looking like. So this is the rough edge now has been closed up, and as you can see the back, it is very neat. So for this lower part here, I will also place an applique on it. So I was confused on the one I should use. So I wish I used this bigger one though, because this tiny one was too tiny. It was not popping at all. But I later used this I used the tiny one. I did not use the big one. So for the tassel I want to attach, so I thought I should attach it like underneath this so that it can look neat. So I forgot initially, so I just removed this trimmings, this applique a little bit. I added more hot gum glue. Then I will attach the rope into it. So I'll secure it underneath this. So I'll secure it underneath it. Then I will use this to just cover it so that this can look very neat. So like in this way now it will look very neat. Make sure that this tassel is free so that it can move. So make sure that it is a little bit loose. So for this other side too, I will do the same like I did for the other side. So I will add more hot gum, then I will fix the tassel in between this. So now this is what we have. So we've successfully attached the tassel. So now I will go ahead and place my applique at the edge over there. So I'm not using this big one. I use the smaller one, but I wish I used this big one so that everything can be uniform and it can pop out more. You see, this tiny one was just tiny. It was not giving at all. So after that, the next thing is to attach our alphabet sticker. If you still want to be creative about this and fan, you can explore your creativity to make the fan look nice, but I just wanted something simple. So this is the alphabet sticker. So I want to write my name on it. So you can write whatever you want to write. Maybe you want to write your husband's name or you want to write any name you want to write, you can just write it on it. But I'm writing my name on it. So I'll go ahead now and just cut out all the alphabets for my name. So these alphabet stickers, at least it has some alphabets like in triple, some are even four. Like the N on this alphabet sticker is like five. So if you buy one, you can still use it for more than one and fan. So I noticed that there's a sticker on this white board or white cardboard that they added inside. So I first attached this sticker to this of letter A. So I will show you now. I attached it to this letter A, but I observed that it cannot be used for this and for the Asoebi. It will not stick well. So I'll just be removing it and I'll be using an hot gum to just attach this. So I have this leftover applique that I'll just be placing underneath, that is at the center of of my name. So if you look at it, you will see that it's on the center, like the three alphabet at the center. So now you go ahead and you add gum glue generously to the alphabet sticker. Then you start placing it. Before you start placing it, make sure you arrange the name so that the name can be evenly distributed on the fan, so that you are not fixing the name and the name is to one side of the hand fan. Sure you get. So when you arrange it like I did, so you will remove it one after the other, you add your gum, then you fix it back. So like this, it is much more easier. So I'll go ahead and just fix everything and I will show you the outcome. So after I was done, this is what the hand fan looks like. It looks very, very fine and very simple. So guys, if you want to try this out, please try this out. And if you haven't liked this video, please like this video, drop a comment for me in the comment section. Let me know if you'll be trying it out. Let me know if this tutorial was helpful. And if you haven't, share with your friends, share with your soulmate or anyone that will be interested in this tutorial. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel. I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye.